god.
This is not my clubhouse of solitude.
It
is
this
a live
works. Oh my god, my eyes are watering. Ugh. Oh my gosh.
Season
Hi,
is
everybody.
early this year. Yeah.
Oh, say that again. Sorry.
Oh, allergy season is kicking in early this year. So
I know.
if you have watery eyes,
Ugh.
it makes a lot of sense. Jack is back on his medication. Dan is back on his medication.
Right.
I'm
Well,
the lucky one.
Well, yeah, I was just telling you, I just had a bloody nose too. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, it's Mercury retrograde. It's
Yeah,
all sorts
yeah.
of, you know,
The dry
it's
everything.
a
and
situation.
terribleness.
Everything is a situation right now.
But hello, guys.
Hello.
We're here. Oh,
I
can I
know.
share some good news?
Of course, you can share some good news. That would be
I have-
awesome.
I have good news, and I have a weird deity story from today too. If we want to
Oh,
go there,
that's also fun.
yeah,
Let's do it.
I joined a certain club that I never figured I'd join. The good news is I finished my manuscript yesterday.
Congratulations!
I wrote 69,000 words yesterday. And I couldn't not, and I couldn't stop, and I took a break for lunch and inhaled it and was sweating the entire time.
That is the coolest thing, though. Whenever that happens, that like speed rush of like, oh, that is so cool.
Yeah. So
I'm so
that's
excited for
Dan's
you.
job while we're in Peru.
To read?
To read, yeah. I'm probably gonna do it a little bit too. I'm trying to debate, like, do I take a break in Peru and bring my Switch because I got Pocopia for a reward?
I want to get... Okay, so I don't have a Switch 2, but I really want to do Pocopia because it's so cute.
I know. We actually went out and got Dan a Switch too because there was a bundle deal. And I was like, I want to play Pocopia, but I don't want to make you jealous about it. Let's go get you one so that I can play too. So that's been cute. That's been our evenings for the past few days. But yeah, so that's done. I'm super proud of it. There's some stuff I'm going to tweak before it's ready to like go out to stuff, but like it's a first draft. I have to cut it down by a couple tens of thousands of words for
It's okay.
Yeah. It'll
When you
be
read
fine.
through.
I haven't added any descriptions yet, but it'll be fine.
Okay, maybe that'll be a little bit more challenging, actually.
I said to Dan, I was like, if anything feels like it's running on too long, chop it. Just chop it. Tell me it should go because I still have to do descriptions. So.
Yeah, I will also say though too that what I have found in my time is half the time I'm like, actually I can move this scene even though it's in the middle to book 2. Like,
yeah,
this can go
I'm
over
actually
here.
kind of hoping for that because a lot of the stuff that I had planned when it was originally just one book still happened in this first book and set up a lot of stuff that's going to happen in book 2 as that's evolving. But the outline for this book, for anybody who's wondering, is actually an astrology chart and the unfolding phase changes of the planets in real time. So the story follows real-time astrology from the mean triplicity shift of our era, but in a Sumerian context. And so a lot happened during that mean triplicity shift. It's wild studying it more closely and seeing how the story unfolds with it. And I have like a month left and all of the more wild transit things have already happened. So I'm like, okay, I wove that into the story of like, what happens when there are no transits that are telling you what to do? What are you going to do with the story? And it's about the Mercury character anyway, rewriting the tablets of fate. So it's going well, but I'm just like, I'm going to need a little bit more if you're going to make this into a 2-book thing because we did a lot there. So
yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
I know. And I texted Dan right at the minute that I finished it because I haven't cast the chart for it yet, but I know it'll be exactly when I texted him.
Mm-hmm.
So
there you
the
go.
timestamp. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's going to be awesome. Yeah. I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to read it.
I'm so excited too. I'm really, really pumped. It feels better than any book I've ever written. So
good.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm legitimately proud of how this one went. So that's good. And then the deity story.
Right. Yes.
So a lot of people know I live in Virginia. Virginia is going through a little bit of a voting thing right now. And so I went out and I voted yes. But on my way home, I was in the car and the song, of all the kings had their queens on the throne came on. Yeah. I don't remember what that's called. I think it's just Queens, but
I think it is just Queens, but yeah.
Yeah, and I was like bopping along to it, feeling pretty good because I, didn't have to worry about like I have to get back and do my writing for the day. So that felt nice. And then all of a sudden my foot came off the brake and I had extra time, like I had extra space, but my foot came off the brake and my car moved forward and then it went back on. And I was like, that's weird. And then I saw this guy looking at his phone and talking to his kid at the same time, who would have hit me from behind had my foot not done that. So immediately I was like, cool, whoever that was, thank you, high five. And the next thing I know, I'm doing a high five and a fist bump with some invisible person in my passenger seat.
Love it.
And I was like, who's this? This feels new. And believe it or not, and I honestly was just like, no, come on. Like, there's no, this is not, the way things should be going right now. I was like, are you Mercury or Hermes? Because I couldn't feel the vibe difference. And I was like, what are you doing here? And they were like, you invited me. And then I realized I'm doing a lot of work with my publishing this year, and I was calling in a lot of help for that. So I was like, cool. What do you need on the altar?
What do you need on the altar?
So I need to find a queen chess piece. I have something as a proxy.
Of course that's what he requests. Oh my God.
Because I was like, I'm paying attention. What do you need? And it was the line in chess, kings have to move one space at a time, but queens can move wherever they like. And I was like, queen chess piece. Okay, I will look for it for you. So that's my new mission.
That's so funny. Of course. By the way, if he could give me my turtle back.
I said that. I was like, a really good validation would be if you brought M's turtle back.
He's not going to do it.
No.
For those of you guys who don't know, I have a little turtle. He's like this big, but he's like circuit. He's a heft. He's got heft, and he lives in my car. He's my offering to Hermes, because one time Hermes did, I forget exactly what it was, but he did something awesome for me. And I was like, if you do this for me, I'll put a turtle in my car to honor you. And he'll be my little car protector. And Hermes was like, fantastic. I want more of your stuff. Let's do this. And I was like, great. So he did it. I put the turtle in my car. It disappeared last week. And I mean, disappeared. It's not someplace where you like reach a lot. Krista's seen it. It's in like a little corner. Like, I don't put things there. You can't, it's not going to fly out. Like, it's like anchored in a little spot, and it's just gone. My mom looked for it when I saw her this weekend. Weston's looked for it. My kids have looked for it. Hermes just took my turtle. And I know it was him because he either wants Weston to clean out my car, which we haven't had time for, to be totally honest, because we've been replacing every appliance that exists in my house because of Mercury retrograde, or he wants another turtle, which I'm betting is actually the latter.
Another turtle.
I think he wants another turtle. And then as soon as I get him another turtle, probably bigger one, he's going to be like, oh, look, your turtle's back. I can't just have a shrine of turtles in my car. It's a vehicle.
But what if one is for your luggage?
Don't do that to me. That's exactly what it... Great. Thanks, Krista.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Well, he made me put a keychain I'm going to add in my bag on the thing I put on my altar.
What if it's for your luggage? It's totally for my luggage. Damn it. Then I gotta go buy a crystal turtle. Do you know those are not actually that easy to find?
No, they're not. No,
I found this one in a massage oil store. It just had a display of opalite turtles. There was no other crystals. It was just those. So, damn it.
Yeah.
Well,
I was in the same boat. I was like on Amazon looking for just a queen chess piece rather than an entire giant chess set, and that's not happening. So I'll figure it out.
Ooh, I would love the idea of turtle decals and sticker for the car. He won't accept that. There's no way.
Enough.
No. It's a nice thought, though. I really do appreciate the suggestion. He would be deeply insulted, I think. He's offering to my Hermes for a current trip, and then I saw a few turtles while snorkeling. Amazing!
Oh, yay!
I love that. See, he's nice to everybody.
Yeah. So the 3D printing a chess piece is an idea, but there's got to be metal or something substantial in it. Even though Mercury rules plastic and synthetic materials.
I'll bring you one. I'll bring you one from my scrying bag because I scry with chess pieces.
Yeah, but don't ruin your scrying bag.
You're not going to. I have so many chess pieces in this bag.
Okay.
I think I have a metal one in there. Let me make sure I have a metal one before I commit to that. But I do have like 4 queens or 5 queens in there of different varieties. So
great. Well, I'm sure they'll let you know.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, is this Mercury? Because like that would make sense for me. Mercury is the nature of my good diamond. So I was like, maybe I'm connecting with that more. It like rules my midheaven. Lots of Mercury things for my chart. And then it was like, nah, just slightly off. And I was like, oh my God, no. Like, but there it is. Yeah. They saved me in the car. Fist bumped. That was so weird. Doing like the high five, and then all of a sudden it was like, wait, what? Yeah. So
Well, I'm so glad that he saved you in the car. I do love Hermes dearly. And all the shit I'm talking about him is just because we have that relationship. So if anyone's like, wow, you're really being ballsy with the deity, I am with him specifically. We have that bond, if that's what you'll call it, where I did not want to work with him. And he was like, hey, guess what? Too bad. That's going to happen. And I was like, all right.
The saga for you guys was really funny to watch from this end.
I know. It's still a saga. It's a saga. And now it's a turtle saga. It was a hamster saga first.
Yeah.
It's fine. I do love him dearly, but like, dude.
Right.
My goodness. A crocheted turtle? No, because I have a giant one that I crocheted for my couch, and that's not enough.
Yeah. So. We're very particular. So.
I'm not. He is.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. I do think I have a chest piece for you. I bet he would appreciate that I gave it to you too. If I have it, but we'll see. Yay, I'm so happy I made it to live. Yeah, so if everyone else is suffering with Mercury retrograde, by the way, we were late because I had a bloody nose. So in case you're wondering why the live was late, technology and I had a bloody nose. So Mercury retrograde is going good. It's going super awesome. If anyone's wondering, so fantastic up in here. But yeah, so if you're struggling with Mercury retrograde, good news, it ends next week. Bad news, you got to make it to next week. So yeah, it's brutal. Like I wasn't being facetious when I was like, Weston's replacing like our stovetop is having problems. He has to replace the garbage disposal before we leave for Peru. Like all these different things. I'm just like 11 from Stranger Things. Thanks. Super powered with my bloody nose.
I have a spell for that. I can teach it to you in Peru. It stops it every time.
Usually I don't get them. Like it's pretty rare that I get them. Usually
I get
it's the
them
kids
all
that get
the
them.
time.
Yeah, I don't usually get them very much. My sister used to. I think she still does, but I don't nearly as much. And yeah. So it was fun this morning to be like, ooh, that's a surprise, right when I needed to not have that surprise. Yeah. And we're traveling nearish Mercury retrograde. We're going to be fine.
We're going to be totally fine. Mercury's going to be stationary.
Barely, like literally barely.
Like standing still. But it's okay.
So, it'll be fine. Yeah. We're going to make it.
I have designed, spoiler for anybody here that's going to Peru, I finally assembled the talismans that I will be consecrating while in Peru during the Aries ingress. They're going to look real funny in my bag, but they always do. So
honestly, I would love to see the TSA's face when they scan our bags. Because usually I have like a bag of rocks and like I always bring some other type of gift too for everybody. I'm not going to spoil what those are because if you come, you'll find out. But it's always like with a bag of crystals, like a huge bag. And like plus like all of these other gift things. I'm sure the TSA is like, what is happening? And then yours, you always have some type of like last time it was all the wood slats. Like just a huge
I had wood
stack of wood.
The ones that they're not shivs. What are they called? Shims. There we go. It's like a shiv is but I had wooden shivs.
That would be a little bit more concerning for TSA, I think.
Yeah, I had wooden shivs with dream staves etched into them, and that was. They didn't pay attention to those. They were worried about my oracle cards, which were in a box, like a decorative box. And they're like, this doesn't, and it was only in London. They were like, we don't like this in our security. And I was like, US didn't care. Sorry. I don't know.
That's so weird. I travel with a lot of oracle cards and I've never had an issue.
Well, that's why for the last trip, I had it in just like I took the cards out of the fancy box and just put it in a regular card box. That went by fine. So
I have had issues with candles before where they thought it was remains of a person.
Yeah. They had that with my Ted Lasso candle.
They're like, is this ashes? I'm like, no, it's a candle. And they were like, oh, okay, it's fine then. You can go. And I was like,
yeah, coming home from San Francisco, they stopped me.
Like ashes?
They pull out my Ted Lasso saint candle and they're like swabbing that. And I was like, there's also a cast iron mini cauldron in there. They didn't care about that though. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure. I never got stopped, but our travelers, whenever we used to host the Forgotten Storytellers. For those of you who maybe don't know, Kristen and I used to run a writing program. It was called the Forgotten Storytellers, where we would teach people to write like high vibe fiction and like channel in their characters and stuff. And it always had a retreat, and we would bring to the retreat and give people custom made for their astrology chart glass pens. My brother-in-law is a glass blower, so he would custom make per person custom glass pens based on their unique astrology chart. So every pen was different. And I would travel across the country with a hoard of glass pens. And I never had an issue with it having a hoard of it, but a bunch of people had an issue with like going home. Like they had to like take them out and like and looked at.
I've had issues with stuff before. I've learned to like MacGyver, like I'm not going to be bringing oils and candles and incense and stuff that I would like to do for the ritual I'm going to do while in Peru. But I've found ways to sort of be like, this will substitute for this. Just bear with me, y'all. This is what I'm working on. But yeah, I've had some things, you know, you go to like astrological magician meetups at like Norwalk and stuff, and you guys exchange gifts. And I have like this Jupiter in Pisces candle back here, which is like just littered with Jupiterian stuff. And so, yeah, it happens.
Yeah. One time my sister, when she was 6, was marked as a suspicious person because our names are really generic. And so someone named Elizabeth was a suspicious person. And so they marked my sister as that. And so she had to go like get super searched, and she's again 6. So they like took her safety scissors. They were like, we're going to take these out of, that was like in her backpack. And my mom was like, okay. Again, she's 6. She's not the suspicious person that you're looking for. With her little like pink princess backpack. Like, okay, you can have my scissors. Like, it's just like, it's so silly. That being said, we're going to be really, really nice to the TSA people as we travel next week to Peru because they are having a time.
They are. I always go through TSA early so that I can take it slow. And I only have the one bag, so I'm just like out of their way so fast, and I clean up the bins when I go through. And yeah. Taking care of the TSA people is an offering to travel gods.
Yeah. And I will say it's also a privilege to be treated, you know, better by a TSA because we're white than other people have it. And I just want to acknowledge that too, because that is some place where the implicit bias is insane.
That and customs.
It's actually insane.
Yeah.
Customs too. It's wild. So just so you know, everybody, like, we acknowledge that. It's we're bitching about it because it's silly. Other people have very reasonable and real things to bitch about when it comes to that. And I just want to make sure that that's called out because, like, someone had a question about astral projection. Can you do it while floating on an edible or something? I was talking with my friends and we weren't sure if it would be easier or more fun, or if it just temporarily. You can totally do it on an edible. Absolutely.
So,
you can astral project in any way. I have maybe partaken in many a substance in my time, and every time I've been able to astral in whether that is gardening or foraging for mushrooms or riding a bicycle. That's a really niche reference to a specific type of hallucinogen. Yeah. So yeah, you can do it in any of that. That's all. Any of that's fine.
I have not because I'm judging, but because I'm very careful with the brain chemistry situation up here. It's ridiculous. It lets me know what it will do and will not do, so I have to listen to that. But I did talk to Demetra George about this once as we were talking about Vestal virgins and things like that, the oracles in ancient Greece. And we know this already. Alcohol and different substances were used to enhance intuition and things to a certain degree. I think our intake of them in social settings today is a little bit more than they would have used for the enhancement. So, find your dosage.
Yeah. So and honestly, I will use, sometimes if I'm having like not trouble astraling, but I'm just not feeling really connected to it, I use hape and we'll do a hape ceremony and journey for myself, which by the way, it's just tobacco and herbs. You do it, it's a snuff. So you put it up the nose. But it's used in a lot of Central and South American cultures. It's kind of like a heart opener. It's what they do before you go on like ayahuasca or something like that. You do that. So it's totally legal. You can just order it online. But it does have like a ceremony that you do with it. And that will also like actually help. It kind of is like, the best effect I can say is it just pops you into astral immediately. Like the second that you do it, it's just like, boop, you're in astral now. So yeah, if you have that intention. But yeah, some of it can really help. Really help. Are we doing anything special for Friday the 13th? Honestly, speaking of astral, my astral program, so I run an astral program. It's called Astral Adventures. We have one of our first journeys today, so that's pretty fun.
Yay! Oh, that's
So I'm doing
fun.
that on Friday the 13th. I know, isn't that cool? We're going to the Library of Alexandria.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, both how it is represented in history, like how it actually was in history, and then also how it still exists as like an extension of the Library of the Universe.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to both.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's my thing I'm doing for the Friday the 13th. Nothing necessarily particularly special on live here. Mostly because I don't know about you. I'm sure you feel this. As you said, you just wrote 60,000 words yesterday, so I think you feel this too. I feel
6,700 or 6,900, just to be
6,900, but
yeah.
sorry. But yeah, still amazing
Yeah,
and fantastic. That's what I meant. In my brain, I saw those numbers. The voice just didn't.
Wrote 60,000 yesterday.
That would be half a book in a day. I don't think you need to do that necessarily.
Yeah, I wouldn't forget things. But
Yeah, I'm gonna. But I feel so busy right now. We leave for Peru in 4 days. We leave on Tuesday.
Yeah. I leave on Wednesday night, but then I get there like Thursday night, which I was hoping Thursday morning, but it is what it is.
Yeah, well, we leave to drive down to San Francisco on
Right.
Tuesday, and then we leave on Wednesday morning at like early pants 6 or something, and then fly across and then down because that's how it works. But so I'm like, okay, that's coming much sooner than anticipated. So got to do a bunch of stuff for that. And then I get my edits and I'm like, I got to do my edits before I leave for Peru for my copy edits. Guys, it's so real. It's so happening. My book is really, really coming out and I like can't even, I'm so excited about it.
That's so good.
Yeah. I was talking to my publisher about like some PR stuff today and what authors I want to blurb in and things like that. So I know it's a real thing.
That's just so lovely. I hope you're floating.
I am not because I'm so busy. Actually, I feel
Well,
so
let's schedule
busy.
some floating time in Peru.
That'd be great. I did book. Did I tell you this? What I booked for myself in Peru for our free day?
Yes, I think. But
Okay.
tell everybody.
I'll tell everybody. I was like, did I tell you? I don't even remember what day it was that I did it. So I was like, I could have told you, or I could have booked after the last time we
The
talked.
horse ride, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Weston and I are going on a horseback ride. It's like a 6-hour horseback ride to the 7 sacred lakes of the Andes, which is going to be magical and amazing. And we get to feed wild llamas, which is a huge perk. And then we get to come back and they'll feed us a lovely lunch. And then we get to soak in their hot springs. And I'm like, this is going to be the coolest. Usually I try to book like one additional thing. This time we have a couple additional things, which is really cool because we're doing some stuff as like you and me and a couple of our friends are doing some stuff too. But I always try to book like one extra something on these trips because it's so fun to have Trova plan them all, but I'm such a planning person that sometimes it doesn't feel real until I book something else with it, if that makes sense. So I always try to do that. And when I found this one, I was like, yes, going in. We'll see how Weston handles it. I've done many a horse ride for much longer than 6 hours, but he has not. So I'm like, okay, we'll see how this goes. But
It
I'm
sounds
very
fun.
excited about it. It's going to be cool. So speaking of floating, I was like, I get to float. I think we're going to go to like a hot spring or something too, potentially.
I think so, yeah. I'm bringing my new swimsuit. I'm really excited
Well,
about
thank
it.
you, phone, for validating.
We are definitely going swimming.
The Greece trip closes at the beginning of next month, I think.
Yeah, I actually have our
In
email
April.
open. I can look
It
at
closes in April, I believe.
that. Yeah. When the swimming is important. Okay, this is not helpful. Hang on. We have so many Trova emails right now.
We're doing Trova stuff, guys.
Yeah.
To be announced. Trova stuff.
This is London.
Closes in April, is what AJ says.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Yes, it closes in April, though. And there's still a couple spots left on that one. And then our trip to Germany, I think, closes in June, I think. So.
Yeah. April 24th, according to our email from Sydney, is the last day for people to book Greece.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, next week's a big week, by the way. We have a whole podcast episode about it, but it's a big week. We have Mercury retrograde ending, thank the gods. It needs to go direct so bad. Then we have the equinox, which I love, which makes me deeply happy.
I'm only sad that it's like I'm going to be starting spring, actually autumn.
I know. I know.
Well played, Krista. Good job.
Yeah, we'll be in South America, so it will be starting autumn instead of starting spring. So we're going to get 2 autumnal equinoxes this year. That's kind of fun.
Yeah. Yep.
That's kind of fun. It's a little
Next year we'll be able to be like, it's our first spring in 2 years.
But we have the equinox, and we have a new moon, and it's the Aries ingress. All of that is next week, which is just saying it is a time of refresh. I said Mercury. Yeah, we started that off.
Okay.
Yeah,
like,
so it's a time
I'm
of.
most excited for.
Me too. Oh, I'm counting the moments. Like I'm literally counting the moments, and every moment until it feels like it's 8 years long. So I'm just like,
yeah, this feels like a long one. Yeah.
Oh, it's such a long one. It's such a long one, and it's a long one with everything. Travel's been messed up. Technology's been messed up. Communication's been messed up. People's emotions are out like the wazoo. Like health.
Yeah. Well, and it's Mercury retrograde with the nodes in detriment and fall. Like you can't find a Mercury more challenged than this.
No.
At least by its essential dignity, without also being afflicted by other planets.
I also feel like Mercury's just annoyed and is kicking us in the face. So
well, Mercury's not alone. I would like to join Mercury and kick other things instead of being kicked.
Yeah. Yeah, please come with us to Greece. We would love it. It's one of the funnest trips we do, to be totally honest.
Because you get Malcolm.
Love the Greece trip because we've done the Greece trip before.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's not just because of Malcolm. It's also the place and the energy. And we're going to go to Delphi with the waters running. And like we always ask the deities because we both have a very good relationship with the Hellenic deities. I have a very close relationship with the Hellenic deities. So we're always like, hey, like show up and tell us which deity should work with each person, and then we'll go and tell everybody which deity should work with that. It's like such a deep, cool, powerful experience. So yeah, please come with us to Greece. It is truly one of our coolest trips. Like honestly, yeah. Ugh, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, but I'm excited for all of the refreshing and new energy that comes through next week because we need the new, like so bad.
We do.
It's all of the opening of new stuff. It's the new astrological or solar year. Like it's all of the new fun things.
Yeah.
We need it. And then all of our New Year's will be done. We'll have done the calendar one.
Yeah.
We'll have done the lunar one. And we'll have done the solar one. The unfortunate thing.
New. Dang it.
The unfortunate thing is it then enters April, and I absolutely fucking despise April.
I'm sorry.
It's horrible. It's the worst month. I mentioned that to Charlie, and Charlie's like, I'm going to look in and see what every single day, like, is there a transit or something afflicted? Like, I want to just go through every day for you, because why is it a calendar month? I was like, I don't know why it's a calendar month.
I've looked for years.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the calendar month, though. It is literally April. Like it's not Aries season. It's not
not
Taurus
like your 12th
season.
house month of your year. I've thought about this.
It's just April. And by the way, it is the month my sister is born, so like no hate to my sister, but what the fuck?
April Taurus.
She is. She's an April Taurus. Yeah, and it would be a day you'd think, like, or a month you'd think would have good stuff. It has 420, and I live in California, so that's always a big ass holiday. It has Bicycle Day, and I live in California, so that's always a big ass holiday. It has, it's the start of spring, and that's always super fun. Like you would think.
Yeah. Also, no hate to any April Tauruses out there. I only say that because I'm a May Taurus.
Beef. Silent
literally the beef.
How do the gods in general feel about our current situations down here? Bad. They don't like it. Actually,
they all. I found that they all hate it, and some of us are in this. Some of them are in the serves you right phase of like laughing at this self-made issue that they tried to not. That actually makes it into my book, believe it or not.
I will say so. Little bit of context here, and I have a deeper dive video on my Patreon, or about to be on my Patreon. I think I scheduled it for today, about this. But a lot of why all of this stuff feels so sped up, like it feels like everything's collapsing kind of quickly, and all of this stuff feels like it's happening fast and random, and like, why did he get elected, and all these different things, is because the Earth was like, hey, if I'm gonna survive, if you guys are all gonna survive, I'm crunching the timelines. I'm making this happen faster, or this isn't gonna work. So a lot of them have. It is. It is truly that way. And so that's like at the core of it, it's like Earth is controlling as the major consciousness of this particular timeline, of this particular layer of the universe cake. She's like, yeah, no, like we're making this happen faster. So a lot of them, despite whatever is going on personally, do have respect for her. So a lot of them have now kind of aligned with doing a lot more of her bidding, or her like, hey, we're doing this because of her. We're like, needs to happen because of her. I will also say though, and I found this more and more and more across all pantheons, and I've been channeling many different pantheons as of recent. They all are getting ready to be able to come back in a bigger way. On planet. And so that's the biggest thing with the deities right now, is either like kind of helping people out and guiding people in the ways that they decide to guide them. But a lot of them across most pantheons are like, your vibration's getting closer enough for us to come back. Like it's getting closer. Like they're very much preparing for that space.
Yep.
So yeah.
Agreed.
Oh, the big orange person, dude. There's so much about that.
Wish there was, yeah.
Do the deities mess with him? I'm sure some of them try. I think that he messes with. Yeah. I think he messes with himself more than that. I think there's other things that are going on and in play a lot more significantly. I have a lot of like tinfoil hat level things that I've channeled in about that being that I tend to know. We don't typically talk about outside of Patreon because Patreon's like a consent space. It gives like an extra little layer there. But yeah,
if you're in my Patreon book club or anything like that. Put it in our group chat, ask me what it is, and I'll tell you.
Yeah. And, I will say that I was called in by a council on the day he got elected and told all the things that were going to, like, happen, basically. And I was like, that's not true. He's not going to get elected. There's no way. They were right. So, there's that. So I have whatever insight. And they'll pull me on a case. Like, I don't choose to go. It's not the Galactic Federation either. Just
no.
I don't fuck with aliens. We don't hang out. They exist. I don't hang out with them. But occasionally I'll be falling asleep and all of a sudden I'll be popped in there in astral. I'm like, well, hello, I'm back here again. What's happening now? And usually it's just like, heads up, this is what's going on. Okay, bye. But yeah, so I have thoughts and feelings about that. I do know that the deities are on the side of us mostly. Mostly.
Yeah. I mean, some of them really like chaos. So they, chaos and conflict. I'll put it that way. I think conflict may be the more fitting term there. And so they like the messing with part of what's going on. But ultimately, the long term is not, I don't think, anybody's favorite.
No. But yes, they have their hands. There's more deity presence on the planet right now than there's been in a really, really long time. I think they have their hands in a lot of stuff, and deities from religions that we've forgotten, or deities from cultures that have been erased, deities that used to be worshipped but are not anymore, are also making appearances. Like I've encountered a lot of deities. I'm like, who are you? What pantheon are you from? And they'll show me like some random spot on the planet and be like, the civilization that was there. And it's like, oh, so just people we don't know anymore. They didn't have a written language or whatever. It's like, correct. So.
Yeah. For anybody who's interested, I did do the Aries Ingress overview yesterday with my Patreon. Patreon already has the full hour-long thing. And I think in a couple days, the half-hour version is coming to my YouTube.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I highly recommend it. I get a lot of Krista's beautiful astrology knowledge, and it really helps my life. So you should definitely go watch their stuff. It's very helpful.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So dreams being wild, correct. That is also a thing right now.
I can't wait to tell you the dreams I've had this week.
Yeah. Mercury retrograde dreams are always weird, but so are equinox dreams. Like dreams around the equinoxes are always equinox and solstice, big dream spots. So they activate our dream space especially heavily. So yeah. Yeah. Those are big. Very big. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I will say that I am really looking forward to the week after next and seeing how the energy presents there, because it feels like a lot of things will have the sea will have parted and we will have walked through it, and then we'll be on the other side. We won't be walking through the sea anymore, but it'll be on the other side, and we'll be able to see things in a different way because we'll be on the other side of the sea.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to
biblical.
In April, there's some like once in a lifetime astrology coming in for me that I'm very excited about in one of my timing things that should really give me a lot of the stuff I've been waiting for my whole life for. So
Nice.
I'm very excited for that part.
Good.
Very. Yeah. I'm like packing for this astrology shift right now in my life of like, make sure this is ready for it, make sure this is done, all this other stuff, especially before my next solar return. So it's been very
I
big.
think Peru is going to be particularly activating as far as stepping into the next
Yeah.
stuff too. Like it feels really meaningful.
Its energy slammed me like yesterday and was like,
Yeah, me
hey, and I was like,
too.
oh, hey, been looking for you. Yeah.
Yeah, no, same. It's not that I didn't want to go. I obviously want to go to Peru, but I hadn't been feeling the energy of it. Like it's just been like, okay, I guess we're gonna see what it is. And then
Yeah.
yesterday it was like, no, you need to watch this documentary right now. Like you need to do this thing right now. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll do this right now, guys. Like, and then it came through, and then I was like, oh yeah, remember the llama god that I channeled a whole bunch during DD Academy? It's like he's here. The one that's colorful and was like hanging out in the corner. I was like, well,
Yeah.
hello, friend. Like you're here now. So like stuff is starting to come in with it, and I'm pretty excited. It feels very deeply transformative.
Yeah. I think we're going to be seeing a lot with probably like physical eyes, especially in the ruin areas.
Yeah, that's my big thing, is taking care of the physical body.
Yeah.
But for those of you who are longtime listeners, our guide this time is a girl, and we're very excited.
We're like, oh my God, it's a girl.
It's, don't get me wrong, some of our best guides ever have been men. Obviously, we talk about Honey and Malcolm
Honey
all the
and
time. We love them. They're amazing and like
And
family.
Pepe.
And yeah. Oh, yeah. Can't forget him.
Hi.
Ally. Oh, he's so cute. We've had amazing guides all over, and one awful one, but that's fine. But it's just really nice when we do get a woman, because it's just like, yay! Like, you're going to understand how weird we are really quickly. Like, let's just insert this in. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Instead of waiting until the end of the trip and being like, my girlfriend just broke up with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That did happen to us, by
That
the
did
way.
happen.
Poor Nick. He waited until the end of the trip.
What's
and
your
was like,
birthday?
So, can I get some advice? And we're like, what? Our tour guide in Ireland. My girlfriend did just break up with me. And we're like, oh, okay.
Now
Let's
it
do
comes
this.
out. Yeah.
Let's do this right now. We're going to figure it out, Nick. Yeah. we aggressively, collectively, spiritually loved him into realizing he was better off. And yes, he should move back to Canada. So that was that. But yeah. Awesome. Oh, Misty, I'm so sorry. That is so hard. My mom will be crossing into spirit any hour now. Does this mean there could be more deity presence for her? Yeah. Genuinely. Go for it, Krista.
And I have a lot of experience with this. I have been present in spirit for many people crossing over. I end up getting sucked into astral to be with them as they do it. And then I can validate it later. So like, trust me on this. Usually there are so many people. It's like a homecoming, birthday, graduation party kind of situation where everyone is there, because it's like a disorienting thing for a lot of people, because it's almost like waking up. And so there's usually a lot of people there to just make you feel comfortable, make you feel familiar, and then walk you through all the unfamiliar stuff. Imagine if you fell asleep in, regular and woke up in a totally different country. But all of your friends were there, and they explained how you got there, and they explained what you were going to do today, and like made all of it make sense. That's how a lot of it tends to go. And so if deities would be meaningful in that, like if they would serve a really good role in that sort of care process, absolutely, they'd be there, and there are, to the point. I don't think in that process there was ever a restriction.
Or if they were a guide of hers in any capacity, your guides tend to be there too.
Yeah, I remember when my second grandmother that passed was passing, I had played a huge role in my first grandmother's passing, but my second grandmother's grandmother and I work really closely together. And so I was like, okay, do I need to go there? What do I need to do? And she was like, you need to sit the heck down. I've been waiting for this for decades. So I didn't have to do much in that case. Yeah.
But sorry that you're having to go through that, but I'm glad you can feel them around. That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm glad she's okay with it. That's also really cool. Yeah. Someone asked if we would ever consider letting a 12-year-old come on one of the trips. I just want to say it's not that we don't want your kid to go by any means, but it is adults only for the trips because we are wanting to make sure that it's a safe space for everyone to get to fully express everything that's coming up for them, and everyone to feel like they aren't having to take care of a child or something like that, or limit themselves. Like we want everyone to feel very free and comfortable on the trip, and that can't always happen if there's kids around. So unfortunately, we are not doing trips for kids.
Yeah,
like, the kids
honestly,
can't come on
like
them.
one of the reasons Dan doesn't come on the trips a lot anymore is because I was too hyper fixated on whether he was okay. So I just go solo now, and it's like I can actually focus on my experience, the trip, this kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And we do some like long days and challenging things, and like so.
And there's a lot of emotional stuff that can come up, and you want to make sure you have the space for that as the parent. And who knows? I traveled. I started traveling at a very young age to foreign countries and different things like that. And now I could have had a better quality chaperone. But it was challenging emotionally and in a lot of ways. So highly recommend if you do want to give your kid 12 or 13 an experience out of the country. The UK is amazing. Japan is amazing. Those countries, go on a family trip with them there. My first one was we took clothes and food and stuff like and Beanie Babies to kids in Jamaica so that they would have clothes for school and materials and things that they needed. And that was
And if you want to go to Egypt, Egypt Day Tours is Hani's travel company. If you want to take your kid, please book through him. He's amazing. The company is phenomenal. He doesn't necessarily guide very much anymore, but it's his company. He plans all the itineraries. He does all the stuff. And they take such good care of everyone that goes on the tour, like such good care. So yeah, it's called EgyptDayTours.com, I believe. And yeah, so if you want to take your kids, and you can even plan more kid-friendly stuff through that and things, and he'll help with that. And you have meetings with him beforehand, or like your guides beforehand. It's really, really cool. It's really wonderful. But yeah, we highly recommend him. And yes, we will be going back to Egypt again. More to come soon. Actually, both of us are really missing Egypt because we were there this time last year for like a month. And so we're like, wow, like it's weird to not be there for Ramadan. Like I love Ramadan. We love Ramadan so much. And it's like, oh man, I don't get to really celebrate Ramadan this year. Like that's kind of sad.
One of my consultations this week. Oh, sorry. Were you?
No,
Don't let me interrupt you. One of my consultations this week was Brad from Egypt. The second week, I think, and he got on the call and he was like, I need to show you what Google showed me today. It was exactly 1 year to the day of the picture of me doing this with the gin on the train.
With the gin? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh, that makes me so happy.
And it was that picture he shows and I'm just like, oh my God. That picture, always.
Yeah, that is... so there's a picture of Krista that exists. You know what? I bet I can just find it and show it on the live. I think I'm going to... Do you care?
I'm fine with that. No, not at all. It's so funny.
We were on a train. We were on a train. Oh, where would it be? I guess it would be in the shared...
Yeah, we were on a train from Cairo to Luxor.
Yes, it was the sleeper. It was the
straight
sleeper
down to
train.
Aswan.
No, this was to Aswan. This was Aswan.
So Cairo to Aswan, and we had this guy who was like bringing us our breakfasts and our meals, and lowering the bunk beds and that stuff.
Like a conductor, like a train conductor.
Yeah, kind of. And he would come through, and he was I don't know how to explain him, but he had this amazing personality.
He was definitely whimsical.
He was whimsical, yeah. And so, like at one point, he starts making a meowing noise, and it was on point. And then at one point, I had figured he might be a djinn by the way he was acting, because he made me give him my protein bars. That's what this was. I sacrificed because he was hassling one of our people. They were asking for something specific, and they needed it. And they didn't. He was like, well, what are you going to give me in return? And it wasn't money or bakshish or anything. It was like, what are you going to give me? And I was like, here, you can have my protein bar. And he was like, oh, and he brings them all this stuff. And then somebody else needed something. And he was like, well, what are you going to give me? And so I end up like giving out like 3 protein bars for them. And I thought he was going to give them back, but he kept them. And so I'm like, oh my God, I'm bartering with a djinn right now. So the next morning I said, so what's your name? And he said, oh, my name's Hani. And I was like, oh, that's funny. That's our guide's name. Like that, it's not your name, buddy. But a djinn wouldn't.
And he had to like think about it. He was like, my name's Hani.
Yeah. And then I asked Hani, like, is the conductor's name Hani? And he was like, no. But he didn't tell me what his name was either. So I think Hani may have been in on it.
This is Krista's. I know. Oh, way to go! Stop it.
It was a puppy.
It was like one of the advertisements. This is Krista's. I know what you are face. Oh, I don't know if I can get it to focus. There we go. Oh, it makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. Meanwhile, I was in the other train car, so my conductor guy was not a djinn. He just thought I was insane. So because we were next to one of our travelers who always, her whole thing, please don't make my nose bleeding. Okay, it's not. Okay. Her whole thing is that she always buys as much snacks as humanly possible any place we go. She's traveled with us a couple times. She literally will buy like a suitcase full of snacks to eat throughout the trip from that place to try all the stuff. So she proceeds to do this right before we get on the train, which is important to the context of the story. Mm-hmm. So we get on the train and she's in one room and I'm in another room. And I'm sitting in the room and he's coming around and telling you how to do things, right? And he comes and he's like, hello, like, have you ever been on the sleeper train before? And this sleeper train is terrifying. I'm not being I'm not exaggerating. It's scary. Okay? Like, it's not like we're in danger. It's just like, we bring sleeping bag covers to like sleep. It's a journey. It's something you should do because it's like a wild adventure.
It feels like,
but you do feel like you're adventuring. Yeah, it is. The
windows may slam open at any time.
It's an experience. It's an experience. Anyway, so I'm sitting there and he's like, hello, like, have you ever been on the sleeper train before? Obviously, he like access to everyone. And I was like, yeah, I have. And he's like,
why?
You have? And I was like, uh-huh. And he's like, how many times? And I was like, 3? He's like, 3 times? On the sleeper train? I was like, uh-huh. And he's like, okay, prove. What does this button do? I was like,
when it works,
it does this,
sir.
It does that. And he goes, wow. 3 times on the sleeper train, okay. Walks out. I was like, oh, he thinks I'm nuts. And it doesn't help that he goes next door and our traveler Dom is sitting on her bed, surrounded by snacks on the upper bunk. Oh. She was laughing maniacally because that's like basically all you can do. And he goes, how'd she get up there? She fly?
She would.
And we were just dying laughing. And she was just like, yeah. And he just looks at her and is like, oh my God. And just like walks away. So they have a djinn. Your guys have a djinn and yours. Yeah. And ours is just like, these people are crazy.
Like, sir, you ride a train with a djinn for a job. I don't know who's crazy here.
We're just like, but no, yeah. And now they've upgraded the sleeper train. There's now a new sleeper train. There was a whole article about it. Oh, wow. It's like, they called it a new luxury sleeper train. It still looks like it was maybe built in like the early 2000s, this luxury train. I'm looking at it like,
replace the carpets. And I'm like, when? In 1970?
I stomped. Remember, I stomped and it went poof. It's just like, oh no.
Well, the first time we did that, the first year, I had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night because I did not sleep that first time or the second time, but the third time kind of. But I did not remember to put my shoes on and I got into the bathroom.
No.
The socks were in the garbage bag when we left. Yeah, it was bad.
The horror.
It was bad. It was not my favorite.
This bathroom is one of my favorite places ever, though, because it's so funny. The whole thing is a joke, like legitimately a joke. This bathroom is a metal box. You walk in, there's a toilet there, flushes directly onto the tracks, but it does have a little bit of water in it. The water is splashed everywhere. It is everywhere. And the train, not smooth. So you're going like this.
You gotta hold on.
And like you're just sitting there like, okay, it's fine. You're holding your pants because there's water everywhere. You can't sit down all the way because it's gross. Yeah. And there's like the toilet paper, you need to bring your own because it's wet. It's soaking wet. And you're sitting there and then there's a huge sticker over the window. It's huge. And so it blocks out the window so that no one's like looking in like while you're peeing, right? And it says, enjoy the relaxing journey. So they're like, okay. It's so funny. It is so funny. It makes me laugh so hard every time. Like, I feel so relaxed. Yeah. Anyway, we're not trying to discourage you from taking the sleeper chain. We just want to manage your expectations.
I would do it again. I will do it again.
I would too. Yeah.
It's hilarious. It's fun.
It's
Usually the
so
next day is
fun.
Luxor, so you're like very tired, which makes you very more spiritually open to all the things in the Luxor temple.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when Sekhmet wants to come and pierce your heart.
Or when you get
Won't happen to
accidentally,
everybody.
when you accidentally bribe yourself underneath a temple.
Underneath the temple.
Which temples don't typically have underneaths,
No.
for context.
Nope.
This is the only temple I've ever seen that has an underneath in Egypt. Yeah, and I accidentally bribed myself into it. Not on purpose.
Yeah.
I was just trying to see, though. Never mind.
Just because one guy was having a really rough Ramadan.
That was a totally other guy. That was the guy that I accidentally bribed myself up one of the arches. That was
Yeah.
also an accident.
Oh, man.
It was a time for me. I did get to hold ancient Egyptian pottery though during that
Yeah,
experience, and that was like
that's pretty
incredibly cool. Incredibly, the whole thing was really really cool. Don't get me wrong, but that was something that was very exciting for me personally. And he thought it was really weird. He was like, "What is with you Americans caring about the small things in the dirt?" And I was like, "Cause they're cool.
We don't
my guy."
get them.
It's like you have old stuff. I like to
Check
touch
your
it.
ancient privilege.
Check your ancient privilege. I did get to hold a big piece of pottery from the ground. I just pulled it up from the ground. I was like, "Can I hold this?"
Yeah, take that
Yeah.
guy. It was a big piece of pottery. Okay.
It was like half a pot from Egypt. I was like, "Oh, this is just here in the dirt." It was really cool. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. I love travel. My mental health will be so much better after we travel.
Honestly, it's been
I
such
know.
a stretch.
I know it has been a time. I also just feel like the energy, so much is getting crammed in that every day feels so long and so fast at the same time. And it's really hard to live in those liminal spaces, especially when time already is moving very, very strangely and timeline stuff is moving very strangely. And so us having to all live in these liminal spaces where we're both way too busy and things go by super duper fast, and simultaneously it's the hardest, longest day that we've ever had, and like all these, it's really weird dichotomy to live within. And I think that that's really challenging just innately, even if it wasn't all the other stuff that is also happening too. I think that alone is like a lot of tug of war to be in. And so anything you can do to like give yourself a little bit of control over that. For us, obviously, like I said, it's going to be travel, and we would love for you to travel with us. It'd be so fun. And it truly changes. Every trip is an activation that changes everybody forever. There's a couple travelers in the comments that can like literally tell you like every trip we do is a deep, deep activation. Yeah, we would love for you to come. But so that's a big thing for us. But even if you're just like, no, like I claim an hour a week where I'm intentionally going to do art, or where I'm intentionally going to a dance class, or where I'm intentionally singing and practicing piano or learning a language or whatever it is, like claim some space that you have control over, that you don't sacrifice on, that you don't give up on, that you like don't compromise, that's yours. And that really is going to help manage between the spaces for you. Like truly, energetically, it helps a lot.
Yeah. And, you know, all that is to say is just make sure you keep something that is you in your
Secret,
daily
yeah.
routine. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, which has been a journey even on this side, because I feel like I'm so busy.
Yeah.
Also, I've been doing like, on top of everything else, my daughter recently got an endometriosis diagnosis, so I've been doing like excessive
Is that
amounts
official?
of. Well, it can't be. If, you want to rage? Do you ready? Is everyone a rage? Does
It
everyone
can't be
feel like you
official
need a
without the
raging
surgery,
move?
right? Yeah.
Well, get ready, okay? So everyone ready to amp up on some rage? Want to hate the system and the
I'm
patriarchy
so
really bad?
ready.
Okay,
Let's
here we
go.
go. Earlier in February, they discovered the first ever man that they have evidence of that has endometriosis. A man.
Oh,
the
so
first
now there's
time.
gonna be research,
The first
right?
one ever.
Yeah.
Literally last week. Now magically we have a way to test for it. Eat absolute shit. So angry.
I've never
so
nearly
angry.
spit water from rage before. That is a new and horrible. Are you freaking kidding me?
Literally 1 month. It took 1 month. And I don't know 100% if that's the correlation, but I guarantee there's some correlation. Like, maybe they were researching how to do this before, sure. But as soon as a man, I guarantee that got funding, that got something from that. Like, I guarantee that happened. Oh my God, it makes me want to scream. My daughter, by the way, is 14 and has horrific problems with this.
Yeah.
This is not like
For
a casual
years.
thing. For years.
It has been
She's
suffering, and it's not fair.
suffering for years, and she is a baby. And it's like, well, we don't know if she has it. We don't know if she has it. I told them the first doctor's appointment she ever had about her pain was like, I think it's endometriosis. And they're like, no. It can't be, blah, blah, blah. We can't diagnose her unless we cut her open, and we're not going to do that. Blah, blah. And like, finally I'm at the point, I'm like, I know it is this. This is what it is. And then one of her doctors like, yeah, it is this, but we're just going to do this. And then she's treating it wrong. She's getting wrong treatment. We've had doctors gaslight us. We had a doctor specifically not tell us what was on her CT scan because I said, I know what it is. I think it's cysts. And he was like, nah, no, it's not. It's not on there. And then I take it to another doctor. It's very much on there. Like, anyway. So that's my other full-time job at the moment is raging about the patriarchy and doing a bunch of research on a disease that apparently is just not medically studied ever at all. But a man got it, so now we can test for it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
What a miracle.
Yeah. Yeah. So isn't that, I hope everyone gets to have a nice rage against the patriarchy moment from that, because oh boy.
Yeah.
My daughter had really, really bad hives back in November for no reason, because that's what endo does. Endo gives you hives, fun fact. It makes you allergic to things at random. So she went in and the doctor was like, well, it looks like you're just a hivey girl. We'll just do steroids. Excuse me? You're just a hivey girl? And then I take her to her normal doctor and she's like, she was one step away from chemical burns. Those hives are so bad. I was like, thank you. Not just a hivey girl. But now it's really funny because every time, Lee has an itch, she's like, I don't know, I'm just a hivey girl.
Lee is one of my favorite people. Oh
she's a gem. She's so herself. She's so unique. It's hilarious. All of my kids are very much their own people and it's so fun. But she is an experience. I don't know what she came here to do, but it's
I can't wait.
Damn.
I can't wait.
One time, I'm going to tell this to everyone here because they'll like this. Lee refuses to say the Pledge of Allegiance. She's never said it in her life. She fucking refuses. Go her. We love this. Her teachers have had varying degrees of acceptance versus like anger about this in various capacities. Last year, one of her teachers was very heavily patriotic. We're going to put it that way. And so every time Lee would sit down and not do the pledge, she would kind of like make comments or whatever. And Lee's like, I'm not doing it. I'm not standing for the pledge. Like, it's not happening.
I know this story. I know this story.
And finally, someone else decided they were going to sit for the pledge. And so she comes over and she was like, all up in this other girl's case, right? And like all up in Lee's case, like, see what you did. Like, now this person's sitting. And she was like, what if there was a veteran in here and he had no legs and all he wanted to do was stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and he couldn't. And he's sitting, watching you sit there with your perfectly good legs, like not standing. And Lee looks at her and goes, well, 60% of our homeless population is veterans, so I really don't think that they'd give a fuck. I was like... And then she texted me. She's like, Mom, you might get an email from this teacher. I was like, okay.
Well, also, like, that teacher going there, that is... That is
yeah, she retired last year. She was really old. Like, she would do, like... It's one of those types of situations.
A lot of people I know. So, yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, damn. Lee was like, yeah, so I said that. I hope that's okay. I was like, it's fine. Yeah. Sit for the pledge. It's a weird thing to do. It's indoctrination and it's uncomfortable and I don't like it.
No one else does
but
it.
Also don't. She's like, don't come at me. She also recently bullied her choir teacher into letting her choose all of their songs for competition choir and getting a solo because she said, and I quote, he had horrible taste. So there's that. I don't know. She's a journey. All of the kids are so unique and fun in like their own unique ways. It's great. I'm like, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Oh, what? Oh, she fell down the stairs yesterday because Mercury retrograde. I forgot. She like really bruised her butt too. Like she fell.
Oh,
she
no.
fell down the stairs. She has like rug burn and stuff. Like she fell.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. She's like, I hate Mercury retrograde. Like screaming at the bottom of the stairs. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's been fun.
My sympathies.
I know. We just need to get through this retrograde. We're almost there. We're so close.
We're so close. We're so close.
Well, everybody.
Yeah.
This was our last live for the next 2 weeks because the next 2 weeks will be in Peru.
Yeah. Follow our socials to see how everything's going.
Yeah, we'll be sharing a
gonna be
ton of stuff on our socials, our individual socials. You're going to get more stuff, but also on the podcast social, the Alchemist InkSpill social, you'll also get some stuff there. But yeah, we both share a bunch about it. Really excited. Can't wait to share stuff.
And then after, we may have something important to announce.
Maybe
Pretty
we
sure
will.
That's happening. Yeah. We'll find out.
I think so. We're working on it.
Yeah.
It's a journey. It's fine. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Follow along on our socials for Peru updates, and then we will be live again the first Friday of April.
Yes. I get back on the
First Friday
last
of
day of
April.
March, so yeah.
Yeah, I get back on April 1st. So,
Yep.
And then you guys can watch the saga of how awful April typically is for me. We'll express this.
Because of these lives, you can watch it unfold real time with me.
Yeah, you can watch this happen. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for following along these lives. We really love doing them. If you haven't checked out the podcast, please check out the podcast. It's super fun. We have really good advice on there, I promise. And it's really fun to be doing like the what and the woo. It's kind of like Am I the Asshole, but spiritual. And it's been really fun too. So thank you guys so much for being here. And we're already getting some magics. Shall we make some magic?
Yeah.
Everybody ready?
All right, ready?
All right. 1, 2, 3. Go make some magic.
magic.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.